Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, this is why you don't have friends in real life. Yeah, in real life, you only keep it business. If it's not business, listen, we do not have friendships. We didn't know these people at 14. We don't know them at all. At the end of the day, you got dudes they talking about. I overheard a conversation. I just let them continue. They're bots. They're robotic. At the end of the day, dudes over here, I'm playing pool by myself as usual, by myself. Dudes over there talking about, they at the pool talking about, yeah, once I run the millions up, I'm never gonna date. I'm just gonna smash all the women. You just gonna get on child support. You big dummy. At the end of the day, yeah, if you ever see this video, listen, this is your warning. You're gonna get on child support. At the end of the day, they don't know about Shannon Sharp. They must don't know about Gervonta Davis. They must don't know about the dude Lil Baby, who they must don't know about Jada Waiter. They must don't know about what's been going on in Babylon. They must don't know about divorce. They talking about, yeah, we just gonna smash women as soon as I get the millions. You gonna catch a Me Too case. These dudes over here listening to Andrew Tate. You listening to Mr. 10 time. He's a 10-time SAP. He's a 10-time cookie snatcher. I repeat, Andrew Tate is a 10-time cookie snatcher. At the end of the day, listen, when you get the multi-millions up, listen, save that for your future family. I repeat, save that for your future family. At the end of the day, they want you to save that to pull up on chicks like, yo, what you doing tonight? I want you to get inside this ride. Listen, stop all that capping. At the end of the day, leave these women alone, bro. Why do you keep messing with these women? Bro, this is America. Why would you get the millions just to fall off? At the end of the day, they must don't know about DDG. DDG on child support. At the end of the day, that's what the millions do, and he's still around women. King 6'8" the Great, he on child support. He got 8 kids, and he's still around women. These dudes will never learn. I repeat, these dudes will never learn. They will never control their lust. No matter how much money Uncle Sam goes in that pocket, let me get that, let me get that. Listen, this is what Uncle Sam doing. Let me get that, let me get that, let me get that. He taking all that pocket money. I repeat, he taking all that pocket money because y'all dudes want to get rich and mess with all the chicks. All the chicks that would have overlooked you. Just like Travis Hunter. He married a woman that would have overlooked him. At the end of the day, I know it's going to be some dudes out here, that's why you mess with the chick who wants you. What, the out of shape chick that wants you, man? Screw that. At the end of the day, listen, we going to get the chick that respects manhood. She respects men, so she's not going to do that. And we going to be in a country that the laws are on your side. Nationwide is not on your side in America as a man. They're on the woman's side. At the end of the day, you mess with these chicks, oh, he touched me, he touched me, he touched me. How many times James Harden got to keep getting sued by these women because dudes, he allowing his cousins to come over at his mansion, touch a girl, he touched me, he touched me, he touched me. Listen, at the end of the day, all these dudes keep catching SA cases. Listen, the money, the millions does not give you control over women. I'm going to repeat myself. The millions, the multi-millions, it does not mean you have enough money to buy a woman. You cannot buy a woman. I repeat, you cannot buy a woman. You have no control over her. God gave her free will. Women belong to God. That's God's property. At the end of the day, if one day she want to wake up and say, listen, I just don't think this is working out. At the end of the day, let her leave. Don't be bitter. At the end of the day, let her leave peacefully. At the end of the day, wish her the best. Don't be bitter and be like, girl, get the hell out of my crew. Listen, no, stop. Stop it. Walk back, slap yourself. At the end of the day, don't put your hands on her, slap yourself. At the end of the day, you didn't see the disrespect from a mile away. At the end of the day, you knew she wasn't following your leadership. But, oh, I got all the money. Listen, dudes would straight tell me, you got the penthouse, but I don't see no females over there because you don't own women. I let women have free will just like God gave all humans free will. Not pimp mindset. Oh, if you lead this penthouse, well, bang. At the end of the day, you're going to what bang jail. And Uncle Sam gonna hit you with the. At the end of the day, I don't want to get hit with the. At the end of the day, so guess what? Leave these women alone. Multi-millions of dollars, a fleet of 100 Lamborghinis does not mean you control a woman. Stop trying to play this video game back forth. Oh, she ain't gonna know. She ain't gonna know what happened. Watch this. Back forth. Listen, that doesn't work. You're gonna go to jail. If a woman feels like a hostage or a slave, you're going to jail for 87 years, pimping and pandering. At the end of the day, I don't have 87 years to give up. I repeat, I don't have 87 years to give up and just be around other dudes for 87 years because I wanted to be a pimp. I wanted to listen to Andrew Tate. I wanted to listen to a dude from Europe who don't live in America. At the end of the day, you got to understand, resources does not mean you own women. If you have $77 million or $89 billion, you still do not own women. You still can't just walk up to her and Donald Trump, grab her by the coochie, grab her by the cookie for YouTube purposes. You don't walk up and grab her by the cookie. At the end of the day, don't grab her by the cookie. Don't grab her by the cookie. At the end of the day, you don't own a woman. That's God's property. If she wants you to do that, hey, she wants you to do that. But you don't just walk up to her and disrespect women. Stop disrespecting women. They are human beings too. That's why all these dudes go to Dominican Republic. The women over there know, oh, he a gringo. He don't understand the language. So guess what? He don't respect the culture. You over there trying to get the sloppy top from a female, from a woman you want to pay her. You want to pay for her to get the sloppy top. She's going to give you scopolamine. She's going to take everything out your bank account. They're going to hide you. At the end of the day, listen, survival 101. I repeat, survival 101, just to survive. At the end of the day, you don't want to have a controller mindset. Women are not PlayStation 5s. Women are not Xboxes. If she doesn't want to follow your lead on some free will type purposes, at the end of the day, listen, leave it alone. If you want to buy her mac and cheese, buy her that mac and cheese. Don't buy her that mac and cheese and try to get inside of it and make it mac and cheese. At the end of the day, don't buy her that mac and cheese and get inside of it so it can sound like mac and cheese. At the end of the day, you don't own her. At the end of the day, buy her that mac and cheese if that's what you genuinely want to do. If you don't want to buy her that mac and cheese just to make sure she ate something today, just to be a nice, oh, you heard it, it's only $12. Listen, cha-ching, at the end of the day, that's why you buy her the mac and cheese just to buy her the mac and cheese if that's what you want to do. But if you want to buy her the mac and cheese just to get inside of her stuff and make it sound like mac and cheese, that is demonic. You need to desexualize your mind. I repeat, you need to desexualize your mind. This is why you can't control yourself. This is why you are not a leader. This is why women don't see you as the leader, because you want to buy the mac and cheese so you can get inside of it and it sound like mac and cheese. At the end of the day, leave these women cat alone. Leave they bubbles alone. They trying to come up. That's why it's called lust on purpose. They're wearing provocative clothing on purpose. They're trying to come up. They're a working woman. We don't call them 3 or 4s. They're a working woman. They're on a mission. So since they're on a mission, guess what? Let them be on that mission. Don't take her on a podcast if you know she's on a mission. If you know she's on a mission, why debate with her? Let her have free will. If people want to join the darker forces, they also have free will to join the darker forces. At the end of the day, you also have free will to be righteous. 99% of people, man and woman, are not righteous. So what does that tell you? Leave these women alone. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. He who finds a wife findeth a good thing. If you haven't found a wife, listen, I'm talking about a wife that's actually a wife. Not this Travis Hunter fake stuff in this Babylon, aka American society. Listen, they're trying to step on you over here. At the end of the day, all the real wives, they already wifed up. I repeat, all the real wives, they already wifed up. Never to disrespect their husband. At the end of the day, all these other, listen, leave it alone. Leave it alone. Get your resources up all the way. You don't own these women. Leave them alone too. Stop trying to buy coochie. If they don't genuinely want to give it to you, leave it alone. At the end of the day, go 7 to 10 years. You need 7 to 10 years. Just like you had 7 to 10 years of that hug, 7 to 10 years of one night stands, 7 to 10 years of going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Listen, change your mindset. At the end of the day, listen, long term is going to pay off business wise. They're not going to be able to send a baddie your way and you just come out of, and now you got to step down as the CEO. You got to step down from the CEO because you get caught with the head of HR because you couldn't control that third leg. That third leg is going to mess your business up. That third leg is going to cost you millions if you can't control it and destroy your lust. Listen, Monk Mo Gang, you know what's going on. Listen,